Hello there and welcome back to Fun with Music. Here's a how-to video on foot pedals. You can use foot pedals just like assigned wheel buttons to access features that may be difficult to use while you're playing. You can use them to switch between registration memories, change the main variations, or even change the octave of a voice, all while playing just by pressing a foot pedal. So here's how you can set up foot pedals and make the best use of them. Firstly, you will need to connect your foot pedals to the keyboard. There are two foot pedal jacks on the back of the keyboard, and you can connect one or a maximum of two pedals. I would suggest connecting the left foot pedal to jack 1 and the right foot pedal to jack 2. I'm using the Yamaha FC4A pedals, but of course there are different options which you can choose from. Once you have connected your pedals and switched on your keyboard, you can now assign functions to it. You can do so by going into the assignable page, and here you have the foot pedal section. There are two tiles here, one for each pedal. You can assign a function to a pedal by clicking on the tile, and here are different functions which you can assign to them. Let's say we want to change the main variation of the style using the left pedal, so we can go to the style category, scroll down, and here we have main B. So now the left pedal has been assigned to main variation B. So if I play the style and then press the pedal while I'm playing, I can use it to switch to main variation B. Similarly, we can assign a function to the right pedal as well. Let's say we want the right pedal to change the octave of the voice. We can change the function by going into the overall category, scrolling down, and here we have upper octave plus. So now the voice sounds like this. Once I press the right pedal, the octave increases by 1. You can also use your foot pedals to change the registration memory. This is especially useful if you don't have time to change the registration memory by hand while you are playing. If you want to know more about registration memory, I have made a separate video about that, and you can find its link in the description. You can set your pedals to change the registration memory by using Regist Sequence. You can access the Regist Sequence menu by going into the Registration Memory tab, Menu, and Regist Sequence. Here you can set which pedal do you want to use to go to the next registration memory and which one do you want to use to go to the previous registration memory. For now, I have set the right pedal to go to the next memory, and I haven't assigned any pedal to go to the previous regist. Over here, you can set the sequence in which you want to iterate over the registration memory. You don't have to necessarily go in the order of the registration memory. If you want, you can also set a random sequence, for example 1, 4, 3, 7, etc. You can set the sequence by selecting a particular regist and then pressing insert. So I have regist 1 as the first regist in my sequence. Now if I want to go to regist 3 next, I can simply select that and press insert. So now if I save the sequence and turn it on, we see that we have 1 and 3 in our sequence on the top. Now let me press my right foot pedal, and now it has come to regist number 1. If I press my foot pedal again, it goes to regist 3. If I press the foot pedal again, it doesn't go back to the first regist. However, if I want the pedal to loop back to the first regist in the sequence, I can do so by going into the Regist Sequence menu again and pressing on this button. You will observe that stop is replaced by top. Now if I go back to the last regist and then press my pedal again, it loops back to the first regist. So if you have multiple registration memories set in your sequence, pressing the pedal will iterate over each of the registration memories in your sequence, and pressing the pedal again after the last regist will loop back to the first regist in the sequence. Now, if you want to set the sequence such that the pedal iterates over the registration memories in a consecutive manner, You can go back to the registration sequence menu and simply clear out the whole sequence by pressing the clear button. Now if I save the sequence again, we can observe that the sequence is now set in a consecutive manner from 1 to 8. So let me show you a demo on how you can use the pedals to change the registration memory. As you may have observed, it was easier to change the registration memory by using a foot pedal. Your hands are free to play the piece rather than changing settings. So this is how you can set up foot pedals. I have shown you only a few functions in this video, but feel free to experiment with other functions that can be assigned to the foot pedals. As always, any questions in the comments section are welcome. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.